Hi guys, in the previous session we discussed about installing the Jenkins in Mac, and as well as I provided some of the steps to install the Jenkins in the Windows as a service. Okay, and so today we will discuss about writing your first Jenkins pipeline uh, after your installation. So before going and writing a pipeline script, so initially we will discuss we'll discuss about what is a Jenkins pipeline. Okay. So the definition of the Jenkins pipeline says the Jenkins pipeline is a group of plugins that supports implementing and integrating continuous delivery pipelines into the Jenkins. Okay. The second part of the definition, it says the pipeline provides an extensible set of tools for developing simple to complex delivery pipelines as a code via the pipeline DSL. So we will discuss a word by word in detail. So the first sentence says, okay, so the first sentence says Jenkins pipeline is a group of plugins that supports implementing and integrating continuous delivery pipelines into the Jenkins. So what does that mean? Okay, so maybe it says simply says you can within the Jenkins pipeline you can integrate, you can plug in and play with multiple sets of plugins. Okay, so you can have multiple plugins, and so you can just combine step by step all those plugins, and so with those plugins so you can build some of the continuous delivery pipelines. Okay, so the plugins may be little different, different kinds of plugins are there in the Jenkins. So Jenkins is having thousands of plugins which are inbuilt plugins provided by different people. Okay, but yeah, so today we will just go through the Jenkins pipeline instead of going through all those plugins. Maybe in the upcoming sessions I'll give you brief details about each and every plugin so that which we are going to use for the continuous delivery. So it says group of plugins. Okay, so that means maybe one plugin or so 10 plugins, okay, so you can have a number of plugins inside the pipeline, so which satisfies your continuous delivery pipeline, so which satisfies your continuous delivery requirements. Some clients may be having some requirements in the as part of the continuous delivery. Okay, so a normal continuous delivery flow goes like this. Okay, so initially someone has to some a developer will check in the code into the SVN, their repository, maybe the repository maybe like the Bitbucket or Git or SVN. So then we can use one of the plugin in the Jenkins to just check out the code from the respective repository. Okay, and so run the unit test cases. So this may be other plugin that we can use, the JUnit kind of plugin we can use in the Jenkins to run the test cases. Okay, so from that code, and then you have, once you check out your code, you just need to do a build, maybe the kind of Maven plugin or the Ant plugin, so we can install in the Jenkins, and we can do a Maven build or Ant build. So then the Sonar scan, so there will be some more plugins we can install for the Sonar scan, just to do the code quality of whatever the code that the developer is doing, so they can check the code quality in the single pipe in the same pipeline, and so execute some automation test cases. So maybe the Selenium or some other any open source or any third party tools that they can the Jenkins will provide the plugins for that to run the automation test cases. And then so once you run your automation test cases, you can upload them into some of the test management tools like the ALM or the Qtest. Okay, and so once everything is satisfied, you checked out your code, then you are running your test cases, and you are doing some Maven build, then you are doing the Sonar scan, and so executing the automation test cases and uploading all those test automation results into some of the tool. Okay, so then The last step will be like so deploy into one environment, like so deploy into your target environment, be either the development environment or the release environment, or okay, so maybe tst or prod. So okay, so every environment may not have all these steps. Maybe the development environment will have running your unit test cases and the sonar scan and doing the maven build, but maybe like so the your release environment will also have the same kind of similar steps. So but maybe like so when the code is moving into the your production or test environment, just simply, so they will just take the artifactories, so whatever the artifactories, whatever the build files that are generated in your development stage, and put it into tst environment. So yeah, we will discuss that in little detail. But so all I want to say is like so in a single pipeline you can integrate with multiple set of plugins, so that which are required for your continuous delivery platform. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a sample simple pipeline script, Jenkins pipeline script. And so for today, like so we will create a simple Jenkins pipeline script. Okay, so then in the upcoming sessions, so we will go ahead and in detail see so what kind of plugins that we need to use to check out the code for the from the Bitbucket, and so what kind of plugins that you need to use to run the unit test cases, and what kind of plugins that you need to uh, use to run the maven build and sonar scan, etc. Okay, let's log into the Jenkins. So your Jenkins will be running in 8080 port by default. Okay, so all you need to do is like so. Okay, so just you need to, I created one folder for my testing purpose. Okay, so but so all you need to do is like so, I'm just going inside my folder. Okay, just okay, you need to click on the new item. So then there will be like so different set of uh, project styles will be coming. Okay, I'm going to select the freestyle project I'm going to create, and so we need to give some uh, name. And so then so you just need to select that pipeline. And okay, so here either you can create some freestyle project or multi configuration project folder, like so the folder which I created like so earlier, like so I created one folder, so using this folder. And the GitHub organization multi branch pipeline, so we are going to discuss about all these things a little later. So but yeah, so today we will mostly concentrate on the pipeline script. Okay, so once you click on that pipeline, okay, so here one more thing, like so instead of so okay, so you can either create a pipeline script, or okay, so you can create a new job in the Jenkins by giving some name and by selecting any of this option. Or so if you have already defined one job, you can just give that job name, and so you can copy the from the existing job. Okay, so I'm going to create some new pipeline script. I'll just click on OK. So all you need to do is like so just forget about all these things for now. Okay, so in the pipeline script, so what you can do is like so you can just write some steps, like so a normal, the pipeline supports the Groovy programming. So if you have some Groovy knowledge, so it will be like so well and good. And if you have some Java knowledge, so it is going to be like so very helpful. But okay, so for now, like so we just go and write some println statements. Okay, echo test pipeline, and I'm going to save my job. So my job name is like the first pipeline. Okay, so once you build your job, so once you create your job, so all you need to do is like you just need to go through the build now option. Okay, it takes some time, and so the build has already completed. So what we have written in my pipeline script is I'm just printing the first pipeline. So if I go click on this ball icon, it is going to display so the whatever the steps that I have written in the pipeline. So I just written only the test pipeline. Okay, and okay, so what we have discussed about like so different steps, like so okay, consider like so checking out from the code, and so running your unit test cases, do a Maven build, Sonar scan. Okay, so the Jenkins pipeline will help you to create different stages in the pipeline script. Okay, like so all you need to do is like so just you need to define stage. Okay, so what is the stage that you are trying to write, and like so checkout. Okay, I'm going to do the Bitbucket checkout, so that will be first my first stage. That means like so I'm going to use some of the plugins which are related to the Bitbucket, and so going to check out the code from the Bitbucket. So once my checkout is done, like so I'm going to create one more stage, like it will be like unit tests. Okay, performing unit tests. So I'm going to use some more plugins in this stage, and so running the unit test cases. And so one more stage I'm going to create building. So building my project, I'm just giving some echo statements for testing purpose, maybe like so in the next upcoming sessions. So we are going to do the actual implementation of the stages, like so the checkout stage. So we are going to check out the code from Bitbucket, and in unit test cases stage we are going to run some unit test cases. And the building stage, like so maybe like so I'll give some build. We are going to use some Maven tools, and going to build the code. Build stage, automation test cases. Automation test cases. Yeah, I'm just going to have only the 4 stages, like so the next stage will be like so stage deploy or Sonar scan. You can write any number of stages. Okay, so but all you need to do is like you just need to know the syntax, like the stage. And so you are going to use some plugins and do perform some activities. Okay, so here I'm going to do deploy, save. You just need to do the build now. Okay, so once you do this, right, so the stages I defined like some multiple stages: checkout, unit test cases, build, automation tests, and the deploy. These are like some different stages. So it's like so simple. So the pipeline will allows you to write your own programmatic approach, but you can use like some multiple plugins. Okay, so it's like so single program, but so with the different stages, and you will be using multiple plugins, and you can very well achieve your continuous delivery requirements. Maybe like so you can have a number of plugins, you can use a number of plugins in a single pipeline, and you can write a number of stages. Okay, just click on save. Like so if I run one more time, and it is going to give the build is going to execute one more time, and it is going to display so how much time it has taken. So if you want to see like so what is the log, what are the steps that we performed in each and every stage, you just need to click on this one. If you see the logs, you can expand. Like so I'm just going to print only the Bitbucket checkout. And in the second stage, in the unit test cases, I have some more logs, like so performing unit test cases. Okay, and in the third stage, so I'm just going to have i'm I'm printing only some message, like the build stage. Like this, like so we can have a number of steps, and we can see the logs, what are the steps that we are performing, so from this Jenkins build stage itself. Okay, I think yeah, for now, like so this is good for today. Like so we are going to discuss, and in the next session we are going to discuss like so how to what kind of plugins that we need to use to check out. And so the next after that, so we are going to discuss what kind of plugins that we are going to use for the unit test cases and the build and the automation test cases and in the deploy. So we are going to and each and every stage, so we will be installing a couple of plugins and I'll explain like so how to use those plugins in your each stage. Like so we have configured a couple of stages, like so 5 stages we have configured, and each stage is going to use like so different plugin. And so I'll explain all those plugins in the upcoming sessions. And thanks for joining in the call.